Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about Alcatraz Island that is located in San Francisco, California. Okay, so Alcatraz opened on August 11, 1934. It opened up as a federal prison, high security. It's an interesting place to visit if you're ever in San Francisco. I was interested in it because I would always hear everybody talking about it when they would go to San Francisco. I also took a California history class, where I learned more about. And then finally, I was able to go and visit Alcatraz Island myself. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about Alcatraz and how it was a prison and an escape that happened in Alcatraz and what's it like today. But mostly I'm going to be talking about mostly about the prison life that happened there. Okay, so Alcatraz is called as the Rock because it's a place where the government decided to put the most dangerous people in there, most criminals. Well, it's called the Rock because it's it's located in the San Francisco Bay in the middle of all the water and everything. And it opened up for business on August 11, 1934. And that's when the first prisoners arrived. For 29 years, it was a high security prison where the criminals were locked up. So, since I've talked about the prison, from now I'm gonna be talking about the escape of the prison. So in 1962, the most ingenious prisoners escaped. Um, the the prisoners were Frank Morris and two brothers called John and Clarence Anglin. The way that they escaped was that they used sharp spoons to get inside the cell. They took off the this thing that was there and they took it off and they would scrape with the spoons. So well, the bodies were never recovered. So they never knew if they made it to shore or they drowned. They searched the water and everywhere, but they bodies were never found. So in 1972, the case was closed by the FBI. So from it being a security prison, it shut down not because of the escape or anything, but because it was too expensive to continue operating because they had to transport so many things and for them to have light and everything it was too expensive, so they just decided to shut down. So now Alcatraz Island is part of a new National Park Service unit. It's very popular, and in 1973, it actually opened to the public where you get a boat on the in San Francisco, and then that boat takes you into the island, and it's one of the most popular tourism in the world. They have over 1 million visitors visit the island each year. And inside, you get to learn about the well known criminals. Some of them were Al Capone and Birdman. So when you're inside the prison, you get to walk around all over the cafeteria where they ate, where they would go outside, and you can even go inside the different cells they had, and you even get to go into the cells where the the prisoners escaped. You get to go in there and you actually they use dummies like the heads to fake that they were sleeping, and they covered them with blankets and everything, so they're actually there and you can see it. There's also cells where when they were really bad, they would go in there, and you actually get to go in there too. And they give you like a headset when you arrive there, so some of the actual inmates that were in there that were still alive, they're actually the ones talking to you, and they tell you, oh, go here, go there, and you get to experience like the whole prison. So yeah, so once they shut down, um, so now that you get to visit them and everything, and so yeah, so Alcatraz is a very interesting place to visit in California, and so yeah, so today I was able to discuss and talk about how Alcatraz was back then and how it is today. And so if you're ever in San Francisco, you might want to consider stopping by and, tour it since it's really an interesting place to visit.